There we go.
There we go.
All right, AK, you still up here? You still up here? All
Yeah,
right,
I'm still here.
Okay. All right. You had a question for him. What was it?
I was asking, did he want the rematch with Colbert?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's obvious. I think I want that. I think the fans want that. It's very controversial, so let's run it back.
Well,
So he told us that y'all are definitely gonna rematch before the end of the year. Is that something that's official? Even though you don't have a date, is it official that y'all are gonna rematch this year?
Yeah, I think so. It's in the works for sure. Don't have a date, nothing yet, but we definitely gonna get it in. Can't let it go out just like that.
Have you watched the fight between y'all two since it happened?
Yeah, I've got a chance to watch it a few times.
How did you score it?
It was a good fight. I think I won 7 rounds.
Okay, and then with the knockdown too.
Yeah, the knockdown made it 10-8.
Yeah, so but there's no way that he won, but it's all good. We're gonna run it back, and I think I gotta make it a lot more clear. I gave him too many breaks. I think I cut off a lot on the pressure, which I don't think that was necessary because he don't got power to keep me off of him. But it's all right. I fixed a few things in my camp. I think I'm better than ever now. I feel like I've been progressing and sharpening up more than anything on a lot of little things I was doing wrong that I'm excited for this next time around.
do you think you let him off?
Sorry, what?
Do you think you let him off the hook?
Yeah, for sure. I think I should just finished it. There's a few times where I think I could have kept going, but I didn't. I wanted to take my time, but I took a little, too lightly, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you have hurt multiple times.
Yeah, I feel like I was hurting him every other round. I feel like I got him figured out. Like when I wanted to put my hands on him, I would put my hands on him. I don't think he has me figured out yet. I really don't. I don't even think he really landed like a flush right hand. Like solid flush right hand on me. I think he was struggling a lot to put his hands on me, which I was surprised because he said I had no defense and all this and that. But I think I was fighting good slick and good pressure, but a little more would have sealed the deal.
What do you think you'll do differently in the rematch with Chris Colbert?
I think I'm gonna be a little bit stronger, I think, and I'll have better condition to just go through the whole from round 1 or 2-12.
Do you think that's why you wasn't as anxious to like get him out of there after the knockdown and just take your time throughout the fight?
Yeah, I definitely had some like other personal stuff going on that I feel like I just wasn't my best. I gave what I had, and I think when I did that fight, I think it was just all really out of heart and like my balls. But as far as like a good camp, I don't really think I had a good camp, if I'm being really honest. So I made my adjustments, and I'll be ready for the second time around.
Hey, a lot of people wanted me to ask this, and if you don't mind, is it true that you got a new trainer from the last camp that you was with?
Yeah, yep. I switched. I actually went back to my old trainer up in here in Seattle, who I grew up with since I was little, since I was about like 10 to 17. So the chemistry's there. He's not no stranger, and he knows me real well. So I'm in great. I feel great. I'm happy. I got peace, and now I feel like I'm just enjoying it more.
And what was it for that fight, or was it just everything that you just said? Just the chemistry was better with who you grew up with.
Yeah. Well, I feel like me and Senior, we was bumping heads a little bit, and we wasn't on the same page, so like it wasn't working out. Like the chemistry wasn't there. We wasn't getting along. So it was just why keep going down that route? You know, if he's not happy, if I'm not happy, you know, it's better for me. I think at the end of the day. So you know, I gotta look out for myself, and you know, that's what I did.
I know you have your eyes set on a rematch because that's what it looks like next. But just in 135 in general, is there anyone, I know you don't want to look past Colbert, but is there anyone specifically that you have on your list in the near future?
Yeah, I got to go back for Edwin too, you know.
Well,
that was a tough loss. Yeah,
De Los Santos.
Yeah, that was a tough loss, but I was real sloppy. You know, again, bad camp. My legs with me, just not, you know, bad. And I can't. That's a tough fight for me to watch, just because it's disappointing to see myself like fight such a low level. You know, because I know that's not me, but you know, I learned a lot from that fight though. So I'm kind of blessed. You know, so I gotta just keep moving forward, and I feel like now I've corrected a lot of mistakes that I was doing. I've tightened up a lot, and I think Edwin de los Santos would be another good one. And he's doing his thing too. You know, I take my hat off to him. He got a good fight with Adorno, so I'm happy. I hope, you know, he keeps doing his thing. I get over Chris, and then get it in with him again.
When y'all go?
Yeah.
Well,
got a list.
you go ahead.
Got a list outside of those two, like see it up in the ring with like the Frank Martins of the world, the Shakurs of the world.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to get in there with Frank Martin too. And to be honest, you mentioned Shakur. I've watched Shakur for a long time, since like the amateurs. He was always a top fighter, you know. And I would love to get in there with him too. I feel like styles make fights, you know. I think I have the style to give any of these guys problems. I got power. You know, Edwin de los Santos stopped me, but he took it with the price. You know, he got dropped, and it was just, you know, bad camps. You know, but I think a good Rayo, good healthy Rayo focus, I can give any of these guys problems. You know, I'm tall lefty too, like Shakur. So you know, he fights a lot of shorter guys. You know, so he's able to get away from these guys. But I think he would have a harder time getting away from me being lefty and be bigger. You know, I think stylistically that would be a great fight.
Go ahead, Book.
Yeah.
Well, y'all already know what I'm about to say, but I want to take a pivot back to the Colbert fight. I was watching a podcast. I'm not gonna say the boss's name, but he kind of gave you some criticism, saying that the fight shouldn't have went all 10 rounds against Chris Colbert. And when I say Sean Porter, he didn't think that fight should have went all 10 rounds, and he was a little bit frustrated. What would you say to that?
I think, you know, Chris Colbert, he's slick, slippery fighter. You know, he's a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was just a walkover. You know, he's crafty too, but at the same time, you know, I can agree with Sean Porter. I feel like I should have got him out of there, but I saw he did say that. I think he didn't like how I came in the fight, like with my style, but I feel like styles make fights. If I go in there trying to headhunt and just trying to look for the knockout, I don't think that would have been a good game plan for Chris Colbert. I think fighting Chris smart and picking my right shots and going to the body like I was doing. I think I fought a great fight. Just more pressure and just stay on him, really.
What with you on 135, you know, that's probably one of the most stacked divisions in boxing right now. On who is somebody that you see in the future that you can be a mega fight with, even if it's not a top fighter right now, it could be a prospect contender. Is there someone that you look at that you think one day me and him are gonna be a big fight?
I think any of these guys, Frank Martin, you know, he's doing his thing. He's making a lot of noise, and you know, you got guys like Pitbull. You know, Pitbull's had trouble with I think this last fight he had, Cabrera.
Yeah.
He's a lefty. So I think I can give any of these guys problems. Just, you know, now that I got you know, a good solid team that's focused on me and stuff like that.
Who are some of the fighters right now that you like to watch or study?
Well, of course, right now Crawford, he's real hot. I like Ennis Boots.
Okay. Ooh.
Inoue. I like Bam Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
Nice slick southpaw. Yeah, those some of those guys.
Do you watch a lot of boxing outside of your fighting?
Yeah, I like to watch fights. You know, the Crawford fight. You know, I stay tuned up to date with all the fights. I feel like I think I need to go back and like watch old fights, and I do sometimes, but I think a little bit more of that would be good. But every fight that is on, I'm live. I'm tuned in.
Yeah, I asked because I heard you mention Bam. I know his fight just got announced today or yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't remember. With Sonny Edwards.
yeah, he a good fighter. He a good lefty. Got nice angles, touch angles, shoot his uppercuts. Yeah.
I know with boxing it's a business, and you know all your opponents are just somebody in your way. Was there anyone besides Colbert and De Los Santos, because you have history with them? Is there anyone that you personally want to get in the ring with? Because I know you had some back and forth in person with Rolly or social media with other fighters. So is there anyone that I want to get my hands on him?
Nothing personal. Nothing personal. I feel like I would. Nothing personal, but I feel like Shakur Stevenson would be, I think, a fun fight.
Shakur?
I think, yeah,
Okay.
because he's good. You know, the motherfucker, he's real skillful. Nobody want to fight him. You know, nobody wants to fight him. People didn't want to fight him. You know, Loma don't want to fight him. You know, all these guys don't want to fight him. But I think stylistically, I think it would be a hell of a fight, and I would like to challenge myself. You know, but of course I would love to take a fight like Rolly. You know, put my hands on him, and I think Pitbull too. I think Pitbull, because when I fought Los Santos, I remember him saying I didn't have the resume to fight him, but I had already knocked out Bandido Vargas that he had already gone all the rounds with. He couldn't stop him. Only thing he had on his record was the loss to Tank, but he's fighting guys like Cabrera, but I don't have the resume. You get me? So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And
how much
he's picking and choosing, and they give him so much respect, but he's picking and choosing his opponents. You know what I'm saying? I think they I don't know what's going on, but he don't want to fight Shakur because it's a boring fight. He don't want to fight this. Nah, he don't want to fight those guys because they're hard fights, and nobody's giving him no criticism for it. But I see through that. I'm like.
Someone asked in the comments, how much longer do you think you're at 135?
I'm right now at 145, 146.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
10 pounds, yeah. I'm on top of my.
He got to sit in the tub.
Say 145 or 125?
I said 145, 146. I weigh in after the gym. I weigh 146, and my boxers are wet.
Oh, so do you ever consider moving down to 130? Because it sounds like you can.
Yeah, my dad was talking about that, but this is the first time I've ever been this healthy. So I want to just take things slow, see how I feel at this next fight. If I make 135 real easy, then it's something to look at. But I think I'll be good at 35. You know, I just needed to change up a little stuff that on my side. Maybe I can even do 140. I think the right way.
Well, that's where Rolly at if you want to go from.
Yeah.
And I feel like the 140 division is up for grabs.
Really?
I agree.
You got Rolly as a champion. You got Regis. You know, these guys I don't think they're impossible to beat.
Okay.
Well, 135 got some activity, especially with Devin Haney going up to 140 now. It's going to be a lot of empty belts. How you plan on putting yourself in that position
Well, I think first and foremost, of course, I got to get over Chris Colbert, then handle business with Edwin De Los Santos, and then after I beat those both of those guys, I think another good fight with maybe Frank Martin. You know, I think I'll be ready for Frank after these two losses. Get this out of the way. It'll be two lefties, so you know Frank Martin's a lefty, and I think that'll be a good fight.
Someone else I think you'll be a good fight with. Maybe not now, but later down the line if it's possible, because of networks. You and Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight. That's a great fight. I don't think Keyshawn. I don't think he got power like that. So I think he's real skillful and he can fight in the pocket with these opponents that he's getting right now. But I think it's different when you really exchange a real fire with a heavy hitter. So I think he's a hell of a fighter too, though. That'd be a great fight.
How you think you'll match up with Keyshawn Davis?
You know, I gotta go with myself.
I know that.
Come on, yeah. I think he's a good fighter, but I just don't think he got the. I don't know. I just feel like I beat him, and we can make those fights happen. I'm with it.
And
You ain't asked. We didn't ask that question. No other fighter, but you want to ask him that for Keyshawn.
I didn't ask this question.
You ain't asking nobody else.
Another since you mentioned 140, another fighter that I think will be a good matchup for you, who just fought yesterday, is Gary Russell. Antoine.
140?
Yeah, if you were to move up to 140, yeah.
He's a hell of a fighter too. Yeah, he's real explosive.
Yeah, did you watch any of the fights yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't watch the Showtime fights. I was watching the Oscar Valdez Navarrete.
Yeah, I watched that, man.
That was a great fight.
That was a hell of a good fight.
And then you saying you from Mexico, so does those fights just put an extra spark in you to get a fight like that?
Yeah. I want to fight like that. I feel like, as just being Mexican, I want somebody that's gonna bring it out on me like that. And I feel like that's Pitbull. I think he's gonna make me use my legs. I think he's gonna make me use my face, my jab. He's gonna make me use everything I got. He's gonna make me really use everything I got, and I feel like that really motivates me, and that'll be a good fight. If I do fight Pitbull, I'll go to like Big Bear or something. So I'm gonna give him all the 12 rounds, just on my toes, short, and I feel like when you get two Mexican fighters like that, I think it's fireworks. And honestly, after his last performance, I feel like it would be a good fight.
Might be best to go after Colbert, go straight to Pitbull then.
Yeah, I would do that too. But I feel like just that chip on my shoulder, I gotta get Edwin. Just because I know in the conditions I was in,
Gotcha.
So that's still on my shoulder. So, but yeah, no, any of these guys, I feel like I'll give any of these guys problems.
And last night's fight with Valdez and Navarrete, who are you going for?
Valdez and Navarrete.
Yeah.
I had Navarrete winning. I think Oscar Valdez gotta just he just shoot the hooks, like he be waiting shooting the hooks, but I think he got to feint or touch with his jab, touch lightly with his jab, feint, set it up, because at that level, just throwing hooks like that is real tough to just get lucky.
I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked Navarrete made it out. I think he was
really.
After he was hurt.
Navarrete is strong. He was strong.
And he had one hand. I
didn't think he got hurt that much. To be honest with you.
The other fight.
And the Oscar Valdez fight last night, a lot of punches were getting.
He's.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, in that fight, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think he said something about his training though. He usually does his training like this part in Mexico where it's like real high elevation. So he said, I think for that fight he was in Tijuana. So he's like, the training camp wasn't the same. There's more distractions. So, he went back to where he's comfortable, and I think it showed.
Yeah, he looked good last night.
Yeah.
I thought he could.
And he hurt his right hand too. So He had one hand throughout the whole fight. Well, for majority of the fight, and was still throwing with it.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the Colbert fight?
Who want to go first?
So I recently watched it, and it was a great fight. Clearly, I thought you had won 6-4. I didn't notate which rounds I thought you won, but you clearly won the first round. You had Colbert hurt throughout majority of the fight, and you was coming for it. You was really trying to get him out of there. I thought you won the fight.
I too thought you won because like y'all split rounds here and there, but your rounds was like it was who won. You know what I mean? Some rounds may have gutted out, but every round you won, it was crystal clear who won the round. So, yeah, I gave you the dub, but I would say this time we'll leave it up to the judge.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, when I watched it late, I still to this day haven't watched the whole fight. I need to. But I came in at the end of the third round, and when it was over, my first reaction was thank you won. But then I went on Twitter, and I heard a lot of people debating. Some was saying he won, some was saying you won. So I said I got to rewatch the fight. I just keep forgetting to every time I get the chance, but I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good fight. And I think our second fight is going to be better. It's going to be better. I think all of my fights are entertaining. You know, you never watch a fight of mine and you'll say it's boring. You know, I come to fight, you know, and so, you know, I come to give the fans a good show. So I'm excited about the second fight. Hopefully, you know, it comes sooner than later.
Yeah, and I remember, I think y'all fight got overshadowed because that was the Benavidez Plant Day. So I wasn't getting as much attention as it should have. But now seeing the first fight, still a good fight, and then you got controversy in the first fight where people argue who won, I think it's only going to make the second one the numbers higher and the fight will be better.
Yeah, I think, you know, everything happens for a reason. You know, of course I was mad I lost, but I feel like, you know, hey, everything happens for a reason. Now all the eyes are on us, you know, this second time around. And I think wherever card I get on, I'm going to steal the show and, you know, get my hand raised.
I do want to ask you, I know you say you watched it, you say you won. Do you have any idea why they gave it to him, or will you see it, or you just like, there's no way they could have given it to him?
No, I seen, I heard a few times he's pushing the narrative about, I'm saying I'm saying his Al fault. Never. Have I never said that. I'm nothing but grateful for Al, you know. You know, if it wasn't for Al, we wouldn't be getting the rematch. You know, I'm signed to Al directly. I don't got no promoter, you know. So Al done nothing but look out for me and you know, bless me. So I'm grateful for that. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the casino didn't want to pay out. You know, I was underdog. I was a big underdog. You know, I don't know. I was a big underdog. I was like minus 300 or something like that, or plus 300. Right?
So
you were the underdog for that fight?
Wait a
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Even studied the over-unders of the fight?
Sorry, what?
I said you studied the over and the unders of
No.
Talking about the betting odds. I'm talking about he knew the betting odds.
I think he was he was favorite 300.
Wow.
Yeah, when they
That's
first
crazy.
They kept going down the closer the fight got, but for a while he was the favorite 300.
I never knew you were the underdog because
Yeah.
I know it was he was moving weight, and I know both y'all were coming up a loss, but he was coming up a loss against Hector, who was on 1 or 2 week notice.
Yeah.
So I and then everybody I talked to before the fight, I don't remember. I'm not gonna say I'm nobody, but I don't remember who picked him. So I thought you were I thought he was the underdog.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I think the boxing fans knew, everybody knew I'm really the favorite, but I don't think the casino knew. So when they put him in favor, they probably, you know, that's a lot of money. I don't know. You know, I really don't know.
But what is it like working with Al Haymon? I mean, what is it like working with Al?
It's a dream come true. You know, it's funny when I was like little and I used to just boxing. Me and my friend, actually his name's Shay, we still joke about this. Now we fake our interviews, you know, like we won, like we had a championship fight, and I'm always like, I gotta thank Al Haymon, because you know everybody do that and stuff like that. So now to just talk to him and hear him is like crazy. It's really a dream come true.
Something I always like to ask fighters: who is someone that's a top name or making noise right now in the pros that you fought as an amateur that might surprise us?
I don't know. I had my amateur record wasn't. I didn't have too many amateur fights. I had 50. I lost 5 amateur fights. I was in the Pacific Northwest, so that was a little bit low key. I used to follow all the top guys always because I was, just a big boxing head. So I hear somebody said Murataya. I got a chance to work with Murataya. I think Murataya is a great fighter. He's a dangerous fighter at 135, and I think people need to give him a little bit more credit. I think he's gonna be a problem, and he over there with Top Rank. So I think that's a good matchup too for Keyshawn Davis and all them guys over there. So
he's coming off a big win too.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys over there. Robert Garcia's gym, man. They're doing a great job. He got Bam. They're good fighters.
I did out of the last 2 fights you had with Colbert and De Los Santos, I know the result was different, but who do you feel is harder to prepare for between them two? Just stylistically.
Well, the thing is, that's a good question. I think I gotta go with Edwin De Los Santos just because he has power. He has power. Chris couldn't hit me with one good right hand. Like I didn't feel one flush, and his shots that he was hitting me with were like at the end of his punches, short, maybe left hook with jab. Just short shots like that. But like a solid flush shot, he never hit me with. And his punch selection is the same. Lead right, left hook, right uppercut, left hook, lead right. That's what these guys throw. He thinks he's so good, Oh, I'm this. He got in the press conference. I remember he's talking about I'm him. He only got power. He's not the guy he thinks he is, So I'm gonna have to go with Edwin De Los Santos just because when you got power and you're explosive like that, you're very dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I noticed in the first. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I noticed the fight with you and Colbert. It wasn't much talk. It was a lot of respect. But I seen the back and forth on social media. He said things, you said things. So this next fight, I think it might be some different energy going into it.
Yeah. These guys just be talking, man. He just be talking. It ain't nothing.
Go to the cards. Yeah.
I'm gonna be ready. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one for sure. I ain't no punk. Ain't nobody gonna walk over me.
Yeah.
But try your best to make sure you go to the cards.
Yeah, man. No, for sure. This is not going to. I'm gonna finish this fight. It's not going more than 8 rounds. I'm on top of my. I'm better than I've ever been. I'm sharp. I'm on my feet. I'm strong. I feel good. I'm healthy. This is good. I think this was good for me, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What Boogly did you have? Go ahead.
All right, so question that I always ask fellow boxers who come up here as a promoter, not a boxer, as a promoter right now, what 3 fights are you making in boxing?
In boxing? The thing is, okay, I will make Tank and Shakur. I will make Anderson and Crawford. And then I would make Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua.
That's a good
I
one.
like that.
That's a good one. That's
No,
top 3 right there.
No, I'm gonna make it even better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it even better. Who would you have winning all those fights?
Oh, that's a good one, man. That's the damn good one. Man, you can't do that to me, man. I don't know. I made all these fights because they are close fights, you know. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say. They're all 50-50 fights.
Of the three, one of them has a realistic chance of being made. I don't see Shakur Tank getting made no time soon, but I think Joshua and Wilder can be made.
I think it will. It might.
Me too.
And I think
what do you guys think about the Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight?
Oh man, that fight was crazy.
We're gonna let AK go first.
We're gonna let AK go.
Okay, I was hoping for much more competitive. I was hoping for it to be competitive. I wanted Earl, but I didn't want neither one of them to get demolished. I wanted it if they went in a competitive fight. But yeah, I thought it's gonna be a lot more than what we got.
Yeah, I picked Crawford, but I thought it was gonna be I thought he was gonna want to come from behind stoppage, but he was never down to come from behind. So I told everybody after that fight.
Down the first round.
Yeah,
you're
lost
right.
the first round.
You're right. Well, I told everybody after that fight, I think he solidified himself as an all-time great after that.
Yep. A lot of people was touching on the fight, and a lot of people weighed in on the different barriers that Earl Spence had coming into the fight, the accident, and different things like that. From you as a boxer, what is your perspective on everything, and just overall, how did you feel about it?
I feel like
the fight and the aftermath.
I feel like Earl Spence. I mean, this is Crawford. You know, I mean, styles make fights, so you gotta come different with every fighter. I think you gotta prepare different. I feel like he should have fainted before he even stepped in the fire, in the range of fire. He should have fainted, jab. You know, keep Terrence on his toes and keep him guessing. But the thing about Spence, he kind of throws all his shots at a similar speed. Ba 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 ba. So I think it's not hard to time, you know, especially at this level. So I think maybe drop a feint, switch up the tempo of the punch, you know, throw it around, you know, stuff like that. And I feel like he just came very straightforward with no special effects down the middle. And Crawford, he was on point. He would capitalize off everything.
Yeah, I think that was the best we ever seen Crawford look. You know, the competition was another level, so he took it another level. I do want to and you know, this is the person you want to ask. I can understand. I know what you said with the camp, what you just had. Do you still have a close relationship with David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez?
I ran into David last weekend. I just, you know, said what's up. We shook hands and just kept it moving. Short.
Okay.
You know, no, ain't no bad blood. You know, they doing their thing. I'm doing my thing.
With him on the, it looks like he might fight Andrade next. You know, hopefully he gets that Canelo fight. What was it like, especially at this time, training under him where you was? Or not under him, training with him?
It was a great experience. You know, it was a great experience. He taught me a lot. You know, he taught me a lot. You know, I'm very grateful for him. I'm grateful for everything he did for me because he did a lot. You know, if anybody, you know, he's the guy I gotta give thanks to. You know, and he knows I'm grateful. And you know, it was just a great experience being down there, soaking everything up, learning about the business, learning about everything. You know, and now, you know, I gotta just take that what I learned and, you know, carry it with me.
Hey, Boo-Boo, y'all got something?
Now in your new camp, how do you see things? What's the question? How do I want to word this question? With your new camp after leaving your old camp, what are your plans now with this camp going forward? How you think you can be more effective this time around, like just all around in your future fights now with this camp that you wasn't?
I feel like I'm already sharpened up my fundamentals way more that with my skill and with my power is making like a tremendous difference. So I'm gonna just keep sharpening up, staying ready, and then this rematch or this next fight, you guys are gonna see such a big difference, and I'm excited.
With the belts being vacated at 135, how soon will we see you in a world title fight?
I think as soon as I get through these couple guys that I got in front of me, and after that, I think I'll be ready for any of them, because they're both of these guys are top guys, and they're both doing their thing. So I think that'll prove that I'm ready for whoever. So hopefully soon, the sooner we can make these fights.
Go ahead, Boo.
I got one more. You had touched on the 2 L's you took to De Los Santos and Chris Colbert as well. However, do you think sometimes you might let those 2 losses overshadow what's in the forefront? Like, it seemed like I noticed throughout this time you were talking, you couldn't get past that. So if an opportunity was presented in front of you for the better, would you be able to move forward and look past that and just go to there, or would you?
Of course, because I know in the conditions I was when I fought those fights that I know it wasn't me. So it's, if they would have flat out beat me, then maybe But I just know myself, and I know that wasn't me. So for that reason is why I want to go back and I don't think I think they're fights I'm able to get out the way. So, but if not, there's a good opportunity comes above, and comes, then I'll take it.
And out of those fights, both of them ended in a complete way you would want to. One being controversial, and one ending in stoppage. Which one makes you more hungry for the get back? The one that you feel like you won but they didn't give to you, or the one that the stoppage loss?
The stoppage for me, because it's personal, It's personal with myself and stuff like that. The other one is just more. I feel like I won. Everybody knows I won. So to me, it's nothing like It's more just for the fans and stuff like that. But I think the one that gets me go a little harder is the Edwin De Los Santos, and I think he's a dangerous fighter, so that also makes it more exciting.
Well, AK, you got anything for him?
Nah, I just want to say, man, it's a pleasure chopping it up with you, man. I look forward to that rematch. Hopefully, like I said, it don't go to the cards.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys for having me. Appreciate you guys' support, and definitely it's gonna be fireworks. It's not going past the 8.
I do want to ask you one more thing before you get out of here. I usually ask everyone this before you go. Can you just give a shout out to SibbieBoxing?
Sibby?
Yeah.
What is it? Sibby. Okay, yeah. Yeah, man. Big shout out to SibbieBoxing. Thank you guys for the support. If you're not following them, go follow them. Stay updated with all the news, the boxing news in this game.
Appreciate you, champ.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Appreciate it.
You have a good one, man.
Y'all have a good one too. Thank you.
You too, man. Drive safe.
Thank you.